in Genesis chapter 1, we are told that when man has created this God has created this amazing biosphere that we call Earth, and put man in the middle of it, human beings in the middle of it, in the Garden of Eden. God is speaking of this creation, of the peak of his creative activity, the apex of his creation, in this way. God says, let us make man in our image and according to our likeness. God is thinking within himself, within the Godhead. Notice also that you're getting this amazing example of Hebrew poetic parallelism, and it's at the beginning of the Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, and it's also in a chunk of material in Scripture that we typically identify as being historical narrative. It's storytelling, and yet, even though this is not poetry, it's history or historical narrative or prose, God is still speaking, the Bible is still speaking in terms of poetic parallelism, basically making the same point using two different vocabulary sets. Let's make man in our image and according to our likeness. And then let them rule over the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, over the cattle, and over all of the earth. In other words, what God has just done, and an amazing display of his beneficence, his benevolent rule, is he is voluntarily sharing with human beings the rule over all of the earth. He doesn't hoard it to himself. He doesn't assign it completely over into the care of human beings, but rather instead he shares rule of this created order with us. So God and man in cooperation are sharing together in ruling over, stewarding God's created order.